Alright, I'd like to call to order the Town of East Troy Planning Commission for the month of June. I'd like the record to show that all the commissioners are present. How we operate is we operate on a split meeting format. This is our informational meeting where we will ask the applicant to come up, tell us what they're looking for, any explanations. After they're done, the committee will, the planning commission will ask any questions that we have of the applicant. Once the applicant's done, we will have a small discussion amongst ourselves. At that point, I will open it up to anybody in the audience. First, who would like to speak in favor of the proposal, then who would like to speak against the proposal, and if necessary, a small rebuttal from the applicant. We ask that if you do, speak in favor or against, that you state your name and address for the record, please. So then, after we gather all our information tonight, we take 2 weeks off, we come back in 2 weeks, on Wednesday, 2 weeks from tonight, and we make our decision. That being said, that is not by ordinance, so if we feel we can make our decision tonight, we will make it tonight. So the first item on the agenda is to review and approve the planning commission minutes from April 3rd. Anybody have any issues with the minutes from the 3rd? We'll take a motion then. We have a motion to approve, do we have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a conditional use. W 2165 Highway J, McGuanago, parcel PED, 600008B. Ian Wolf is the owner and applicant. If you could come up, just tell us what you're looking for.
I'm Ian Wolf, that's my wife Pam Wolf. We bought that parcel on Highway J last fall. Right here.
There you
We
go.
bought that last fall. It's 5 acres. It's zoned A2. It was previously pretty much just used as vacant. The previous owner stored his boat trailer there. About it. Looking way back, it looks like it was a farm use of some sort, maybe a work patch or something like that, way back. Hasn't really had any changes since then. We're looking to clear an area of 1.7 acres of just undergrowth brush, kind of junky trees that averages about like this and smaller. We'd like to use an excavator to just pluck them out of the ground. Anything that is of millable lumber will harvest, anything that's decent firewood will save, but a lot of it is just buckthorn and junky trees. We'll be doing that hopefully this summer at some point, kind of depends on availability of the equipment and when we can kind of get everything lined up for manpower. Our future goal is to have a small Christmas tree farm out there. We're looking for about 400 trees a year cycle, so they take about 10 years to grow on average, some 8, some 10, and we'll just cycle 400 trees every year. So a decade from now, maybe we can sell 400 Christmas trees. Well, eventually we'd like to put our house and shop kind of in the back, but need about $500,000 first. It'll be a while, but we can start the trees now, because that takes time.
Now, you don't necessarily need conditional use to grow Christmas trees or trees on your land, but obviously you're looking forward to.
That's where I was also kind of confused, so under my thoughts, it's zoned appropriately for A2 hobby farming. Principal use of that land is a nursery or a tree farm, it's like number 2 on the list. I initially thought we could go ahead and just clear the trees, plant our trees, no big deal. Talking with the county, they don't like that plan. They want a conditional use to restore the land, restoration permit to knock kind of the undergrowth and brush down. It seems like the major issue there was we would be using an excavator to clear the lot, and because we would be uprooting the trees, we would be disturbing the soil, therefore we would need a soil erosion control permit as well. So I now have a county conditional use permit, I now have a soil and erosion control permit, and now I have an East Troy conditional use to to do that. So I'm about $3,000 into knocking some trees down and planting more trees.
The erosion control permit, I can see,
I spoke with the DNR, because they're also kind of the people in charge of soil and erosion, and they're very concerned about that, as they should be. Farmers can till their entire 10 million acres with a plow and not have a silt fence, and it's not a problem. But because we are not a farm yet, we can't do that. So I believe this conditional use would kind of allow us then in the future to use the agricultural portion of our lot to do that. We don't really need to do that with the Christmas trees, we just in the ground,
understood.
so,
Just going through the proper channels.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
yeah,
I think we feel okay.
yeah. It was a process just to get here, I started in about January,
Understood.
but I'm here, I don't wanna, there's also a small portion on that about extending the driveway 330 feet. Right now, we have a culvert driveway, there's a gate and a culvert with, it was gravel at some point, but now it's kind of gravel and grass. We'd like to just get the driveway towards the back of the lot where we plan to eventually build a house and pole barn, so, I just threw that in this process too, because I figured we'll be messing around with an excavator, we might as well spread some gravel.
Any questions for the applicant amongst commissioners? Okay, thank you. Discussion amongst commissioners, it's A2 and it's gonna be a tree farm.
Good.
That's all I have to say.
Well, I don't think we're really acting on a driveway.
No, it's a
The
condition.
applicant provided, but it doesn't
Correct.
have anything to do.
Correct. All right, at this point, I'd open up to the audience. Would anybody in the audience like to speak in favor of this proposal?
My name's Dale Lebecky. I live directly next to this property. Been here for 36 years now. I border the entire east and south side of this. Most of the trees, a lot of stuff he wants to cut down and stuff I put on there years ago when Julius Trampy still owned this property. I see no reason why he can't clear brush, clean the lot up. It's just overgrown garbage anyways, and no reason why not to. So I just want to say that.
Thanks, Dan.
Yep.
Anybody else in the audience like to speak in favor of the proposal? Anybody like to speak against the proposal? All right, to me, it's a rubber stamp kind of a situation. I think we could make a motion. Mhm.
I'll make a motion to approve conditional use for parcel PET 9000018 as presented.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a conditional use amendment, W1545 Sawyer Lane, parcel PA 397300001, RM Kruger Investments.
So what we're looking to do, is open a sister location. We currently have a RV dealership in Waterford, well-established business. We are looking to kind of have a sister location in East Troy. I'm a resident of East Troy, but also this location, Troy's got perfect infrastructure for what we're looking for. It butts up against an RV park shelter, park or a campground. There's good
means to what recreational vehicles?
Campers, travel trailers.
Nothing below two.
Sometimes we'll get a motor home, which would have a motor. That's a AT&T motor home, so that's a real small portion of our business, but it certainly does apply.
So this is used for that?
Correct, these are all free.
And you do mechanical work?
We do it on site, yeah, we do it currently at our Waterford location, but we also do it in East Troy as well.
RVs and stuff.
So we're thinking roughly 30 on that site. Again, I was mentioning how the infrastructure works out. The way this property is set up, it's an old farm, and then they had outbuildings and carports more or less that are all based on fencing. We really like that kind of out of sight, out of mind approach. We're not looking to be a big super mega store. I don't like that style of business. Since COVID, we went with more of a company-owned style, and we didn't like doing it when COVID started, but it actually works out really great. It's just a very efficient way to run a business, and we hope to do so. So the majority of our units are actually being behind closed doors. We hope to just have 4 units out in the front parking lot where the previous truck dealer had their trucks for sale.
As a commission, do we need to know about how we get this as an oil supervisor?
I would say that that's not necessarily our purview, it's more of a operational DNR, I mean, if they're dumping oil in their backyard, then don't dump oil. Or anything, I mean, I would say it's not necessarily our.
And just to answer that for you, so we have a very limited amount of oil we go through because of the very limited amount of motor vehicles. Most travel trailers and campers don't have any kind of hazardous waste. However, at our Waterford location, we have a company that comes to dispose of it, so we would use the same company.
So did you recently purchase this property?
No, we were just leasing it.
And the previous operator of the property was selling trucks?
That's correct. Yep.
Any other questions for the applicant? Thank you.
Thank you.
This discussion amongst commissioners, my opinion, it was a, yes, it's a totally new conditional use. Because it's a new owner, it's a very similar business type, that's just my opinion.
So what would it be under? Before?
I believe it's not before, is it before?
That's how they have it, and that's the way the county made it stated, so it's the people.
Okay, so they're not looking for a zoning change, it's a, I guess, an amended conditional use, or a new conditional use, however you wanna think about it.
Well, I think it would be, it's new operator with a new business, I think it would be a new additional.
Yeah, yeah,
So I would-
sure. But I guess what I'm saying is, it's not very different from what was there previously.
Previous.
In our business corridor, previous business, yes, whole new operation, whole new ownership, you know, so. I can see why the county would want, you know, them to come before us for a new conditional use. Any other discussion amongst commissioners? At this time, I would open up to the audience, would anybody like to speak in favor of the proposal? Would anybody like to speak against the proposal? And unless anybody disagrees, I think this is pretty straightforward, and we can act on it tonight.
I'll move that we approve, the additional uses for before parcel number P 397300001.
We have a motion to approve, do we have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?